let's get right into it. Coach Colin here, guys. There is a UAP disclosure congressional hearing happening right now. But one thing that was shown that kind of was like, wow, was that Eric Burleson, he's a congressman, he's been working alongside David Grush, has obtained a new UFO video, and he has brought it straight to the public for everybody to see. It is a UFO, tic-tac shaped, cigar shaped orb, they might be calling it. You'll see as the news articles start. And it is hit with a Hellfire missile. And then what happens afterwards is kind of stunning. Now, what I like to do is not just bring you guys the sound bites or the quick clips. I'm going to show you 2 minutes before the footage is shown in the hearing and then 2 minutes afterwards, just so you get like full context of what's going on. Anyway, let's jump right in. This is wild.
Mr. Nusatelli. Dr. Borland, as a geospatial intelligence officer, have you seen classified data indicating UAPs operate in restricted U.S. airspace, and has that information been withheld from Congress?
I have not in U.S. airspace. That is intelligence oversight, so I did not have domestic authorities.
After filing your Inspector General complaint over retaliation inside the Pentagon's UAP office, did you receive any kind of protection or just more retaliation?
Within the IG or Arrow, ma'am?
Either.
Arrow, they went after the staff member and classified everything, shut that down. The IG, to this day, I don't even know if my complaint's active. I know my attorney that represented me was very, very, very concerned. And the best of my understanding, I was determined credible, not urgent.
And do you think that experience would suggest that the internal UAP investigations may be compromised?
Possibly. I mean, it's so hard because this goes back to people doing the job they're told to do, and very few people are going to want to give up their careers, 20, 30-year pension, get rid of their kids' health care, get rid of their house. It's possible, yes.
Yes, thank you very much, Dr. Borland. Mr. Spielberger, do national security whistleblowers currently have any external appeals processes to challenge retaliation, or are they just stuck relying on the same agencies that they're accusing?
Congresswoman, this is one of the biggest concerns that we at POGO have, basically around the independence of investigations and accountability for retaliation. Basically, yes, national security whistleblowers have to rely on internal administrative processes that go through agency inspector generals. There are some differentiations, but the bottom line is that they are forced to rely on protection from the same agencies and people who they are alleging retaliated against them.
Yes, well, I thank you all for your bravery. We are out of time here. Thank you so much for coming forward, and we will do everything that we can to ensure that you are all protected. Thank you for trying to bring truth and transparency to the American people. Madam Chair, I yield.
Now, this is actually, as you can see there, that's at 1:24, at 1 hour, 24 minutes. If you were to go back, if you were watching this and go back to about 1 hour, 15 minutes, the conversation that they're having is around documents being destroyed. And one guy, Borland, I believe it was, he was saying that the Air Force destroys all their information every 3 years. So just, mind-blowing. I don't know what's going on. They're definitely, you know, it's nuts. But let's move on. Now Eric comes in.
I now recognize Mr. Burleson for about 5 minutes.
Thank you, everyone. It takes such great courage to come forward, and we acknowledge that, and I hope that you see that we are taking that seriously. And so very thankful for what you're doing today. I'm also very thankful for previous witnesses that have come forward. I see Matthew Brown in the audience. He courageously stepped forward and was as a witness. I encourage everybody to look and seek his testimony. I want to thank the people that came in our first hearing: Ryan Graves, David Grush, David Fravor, and in our second hearing, Admiral Gallaudet, Lou Elizondo, and Mr. Gold, and the many others that have come forward. We hear you, and it's time that we, enough is enough. It's time that we take action. Look, I'm not jumped to the conclusion that I believe that there are, aliens coming from another planet. But I'm open to that. And I think that it's our responsibility, especially when we're seeing that we have a government that is actively blocking information from us. Just last night, I tried to get an amendment onto the National Defense Authorization Act that fit in the germaneness of that bill to have UAP disclosure. And conveniently, it was named non-germane, mostly deemed by staff, not even an elected official. This is the kind of stuff that we repeatedly see. Last year, we were blocked by someone in House administration from being able to receive a full briefing from Arrow. So not an elected official, but someone in staff blocked us. And I've had it. Enough is enough. I want to cue up a video that I've been given. And as before it starts, I'm going to describe, this was taken October 30th of 2024. This video is of an MQ-9 drone tracking an orb, or this object, off the coast of Yemen. You'll see that another MQ-9 launched a Hellfire missile. That you cannot see that drone, and so I'm not going to explain it to you. You'll see exactly what it does.
I'm going to slow it down right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slow it down to about a quarter of the original speed, so you can really take in what's going on here. So right now, that right there is the orb. This is what they're tracking. This is what's moving at speeds that just don't make sense to them. This is what's unknown UAP. And then you're going to see a Hellfire missile come from this side of the screen right here. And it's going to hit right there. So currently it's flying. They're trying to zone in on it. Then they decide to attack it, which I don't know if that's regular protocol. That when they see these things, they just go after them. And this seems like the type of stuff that for the longest time they've said they don't want the public to see, because the public will go, oh, you can't defend us against this type of stuff. And I don't know if that's right or wrong. I think it's wrong, but they could be right, because when you see what happens with the missile and with the orb, it's there it is, Hellfire. Bang, hits it. You can see it move. You can see it moving right there. So now all the debris you're seeing, that's the missile. The UFO or UAP is, there's no debris. There's no real reaction from it. I'll speed it back up when it gets into the actual congressional hearing, of course. But that is the footage. Jump back to regular speed.
This is when it zoomed out, so you can still see it traveling. So, Mr. Knapp, have you heard about events like this occurring? And what information might you have?
I have heard about events like this. I have heard about this event. Jeremy Corbell and I talked about it in one of our episodes a while back. We did not have the video, though. There are servers where there's a whole bank of these kind of videos that Congress has not been allowed to see, that the public hasn't been allowed to see. Occasionally, some of that stuff gets out in the wild, and it comes our way. It should be going to you. The public should be seeing this stuff. And why you're not allowed to, I don't know. But that's a Hellfire missile smacking into that UFO and just bounced right off. And it kept going.
It kept going, and it looks like the debris was taken with it.
Yeah, what the hell is that?
So
what
again,
flies like that?
Again, I'm not going to speculate what it is, but the question is, why are we being blocked from this information consistently? I want to ask this just question: how in the world? This is the document. I want to enter this in for the record.
So that is what happened. It had zero effect. It's very hard to find the exact footage again. I wanted to make sure you guys saw it, but it had no effect on on this UFO,
Yeah,
on this UAP. Had zero effect on it. Let's just move back a little bit here. Yeah, there it is. Whatever, we'll just let it move while I talk here. But it had zero effect. So what's going on there? And how long have they been taking these shots at these things? And I mean, is it an act of war? Well, you don't know what you're actually going after. So if this is something from an interdimensional space, the unseen realm, or if it is something from another planet, is this an act of war? Or do they just give you that one? You know, the same way like a little kid tries to run up and hit you. You don't really go after the little kid, right? You go, little kid, he doesn't know what he's doing. But I don't know, man. I don't know. This is pretty wild stuff here. So I know for some people they're going to be like, I didn't see a little green man jump out at here. I didn't see a little green man jump out. I mean, what the hell was this? Buddy, in terms of UAP videos, this is one of the more fantastical ones because you do not see this every day, especially released by a congressman. Usually when we see these videos, we constantly question the source. And even from a congressman, I will question the source because he did not state where he got this video from. Now, you can assume he didn't state that because he's protecting somebody, wants to make sure whoever gave him this video is safe. But it just hits it. The thing looks like it spins a little bit, and it just keeps on going. It's not deterred at all. Even as it's spinning, it's still going on its path. Like you can see it here. This is why they showed the more zoomed out view, because it's continuing. How many of those missiles could it have taken? Right? Very interesting stuff. Now, I mean, if you really wanted to, put a tinfoil Speedo on, you could be like, well, it could still be American made, right? Re-engineered, reverse engineered, whatever. It could still be that. And they're like, well, don't tell the guys. Let the guys take a shot at you. We know it'll defend it. It's fine. Let them take a shot. And then we'll keep going. We'll disappear into the water or wherever. And don't worry. Don't worry about it. They don't have to know. We would rather have the absolute best military in the world take a shot at this thing to see what it can stand up to than, going elsewhere where maybe they don't even have the technology to even aim something and hit something like this going at that speed. So there's still that. And again, he has not said where his source is from. He has not stated that at all. So I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a wild video. There's a lot of things coming out at this congressional hearing. It's not like it's all just video. This is the only video I've seen. It's about 2.5 hours. I think they're going on to 3 hours. I'm pretty sure it's still happening. But again, it's not all videos, but there's a lot of revelations being made. This new witness, Borland is his name, Mr. Borland. Forget what his first name is. There's Wiggins as well, someone that we haven't seen testify in a congressional hearing. So there's new information coming out, and we'll see where it leads. I mean, at the end of the day, you see stuff like this, and this is actually really cool. To me, this is very cool. But what are they going to do with this information? It seems like what's happening is there's more and more people. It's like there's two sides. It's like there's the Congress, and they want information, and then there's the Air Force, military, all these guys, they have the information. More and more guys are from this side are coming and saying they have a bunch of stuff and they're not showing you. And then they say, well, they should be showing us. So what's going to happen? Who can they really subpoena to make sure that they start getting this information more regularly? I don't really know. I mean, Paulina Luna, she was talking about issuing a subpoena to someone, and that was the only subpoena they talked about issuing after this whole thing. We'll see what comes of it. I mean, I like that David Grush is now on the other side of things, helping Eric, helping Paulina Luna. I like that, but we'll see where all this leads. But otherwise, this right here is absolutely wild. Did not expect to see anything like this. I have to be honest. This is nuts. It just keeps going. It got hit with a missile. Nothing. I mean, pray to God that this is American made. If that was something that was from China, that's a huge problem. A huge problem, right? If it's from Russia, that's a huge problem. If that thing's from Russia, it's like, so are you taking all of Ukraine now? Or are you gonna, you're taking, okay. No, we're not gonna throw another $250 billion at the whole thing. Just, you go ahead. We saw the orb thing that you had. We're good. I don't know, man. We'll see. But I just wanted to show you that. I'm going to make some more videos about what I've seen throughout this congressional hearing, especially something around George Knapp, this gentleman here, where he talks about smuggling a bunch of information from Russia. I don't know. Listen, at the same time, as I see this, as I know him and Jeremy, because that's his boy right behind him, they made an episode about this video, but didn't have access to the video, but they knew. Like, it gives me a new respect for Jeremy, especially. Always respected George because he's just old school investigator. Gives me a new respect for Jeremy here, Corbell. But you have to question where this guy got this information. So I'll be doing an episode on that soon enough. But just wanted to bring you guys that. I'm out of here.